going on, Pokemon trainers? Welcome to episode 100. Well, if you gotta watch them all podcast. Yes! Woohoo! Party time. The podcast that brings trainers together from every corner of Pokemon fandom before watching along with an episode of Pokemon the series, starting all the way back at episode 1. But today we're going to be watching episode 100, Bound for Trouble. Gotta watch them all as part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Sunday, July 5th, 2020. I'm one of your hosts, Ken Pescator, joined by my co-host, Adam Tuttle. Adam, hello.
Hello, everyone.
Happy post-Independence Day. How are you?
I'm doing the best I can.
You've had a week.
I have had a week.
So we actually took a week off of the show last week. Adam, you want to fill the people in on the excitement that's been in your life for this past week?
Yes, my son has broken his arm between doctor's visits and just making sure that he stays relatively, out of trouble. There's a lot of things that he can't do by himself. So that's like adding a new challenge because he just got to the point where, he was doing all these things by himself, and now we're backtracking. So it's just a little bit different, and I just got to get used to it, But he's a trooper. They did surgery on him, and he's like in no pain, which is awesome.
Right, that's good.
It makes me, it warms my heart that it hurts looking at him because I'm like, you're my baby. I don't want you to be hurt, But he's not in any pain. He's been having a good time. He's got a lot of support. His grandparents, they brought him a whole package of mini muffins.
The little things
right?
to cheer him up.
Yeah, like from a big kind from BJ's, and then my dad had sent a Minecraft little horse guy thing, so it was really cute.
Nice.
So he's well loved, and
I've got a care package en route to him as well. So he's got some goodies coming to hopefully lift his spirits a bit. It's really cool. It's like one of those Minecraft. It's like a pillow buddy plushie thing. I don't know what it is. It's really cute though, and some books. So I figured
that's awesome.
You guys can use that time to bond and keep it chill and not sword fight. Actually, just let them snuggle a little plushie.
We're working through Winnie the Pooh right now, so
nice. All right, well, we're here to talk about Pokemon. We've got some stuff to talk about this week. Catch up from last week. We haven't talked since the last Pokemon Presents, so we'll talk a little bit about Pokemon Unite. This is what people are calling the Pokemoba, which I love that term. I think it's absolutely hilarious. It just happens to be Pokemon's most disliked video ever released, the trailer.
Wow.
So we'll talk about that. Yeah, it's pretty upsetting. I'm actually pretty excited for it, so we'll talk about that in a bit. The TCG is releasing a ton of new product through the summer, and Adam will give you the scoop on that.
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon Center had a major product drop, including a 31-inch Psyduck plush that is absolutely ridiculous. And this week, Pokemon Go Fest is coming up in a couple weeks, so this week Pokemon Go is doing their first weekly challenge for Go Fest. And we'll break down all that stuff so you know what to expect and do over the next couple weeks as we lead up to Go Fest. Twilight Wings Episode 6 has been released, and we'll break down the plot to that before doing our rewatch of Pokemon the Series, Episode 100, Bound for Trouble. All right, Pokemon Unite. Adam, let's talk about this a bit. I mean, look, it was not what people were expecting from the Pokemon Presents. People were really putting on tinfoil hats and thinking there was going to be some kind of Let's Go Johto announcement, and I know that this has already been, 10 days or something like that since they released it, but people are still kind of coming down from that mountain of disappointment, I guess you could put it, where they thought they were going to get a huge announcement, something bigger than this, something bigger than a mobile game. And what Pokemon Unite is a combination cross-platform mobile and Switch game, and it's a MOBA, so it's in the vein of League of Legends. And currently, the Pokemon Presents, which I'll link to in the video, has been viewed over 3 million times. It has 155,000 dislikes, making it the most disliked official Pokemon video ever. And I'm not sure if this is a result of it taking people by surprise or it's literally something that the community has no interest in. Now, personally, I'm really excited for this. I think that the game will have what it could take to be a successful game, especially in China. And the reason for that is it's developed by TImmy Studios, which is a subsidiary of Tencent Games. Now, Tencent Games is this massive Chinese development powerhouse. They own Riot Games, which is the makers of League of Legends. They also have a ton of games that are regional to China. They also have a bunch of ownership in a lot of international gaming development houses. They own more than 80% of Supercell. That's the developer of like Clash of Clans, Clash Royale. They own a 40% stake in Epic Games, Fortnite, and the such. And they're just a massive brand in the tech, social media, film, investments, all that space. They're really just a powerhouse from China. So why all the hate? I don't really know. I just think because it's so different.
I think our expectations were very high, and we expected a lot more.
Were you expecting like Let's Go Johto? What about like you personally?
I personally was just on the bandwagon for Pokemon Sleep.
Yeah,
because
where's
how
Sleep
can you
at?
announce something saying it's going to come out this year and then have this whole huge presents with all these other games? Cool, everything's been cool, but you forgot about Sleep. You gave us Pokemon Smile, but what did somebody like? Was somebody sleeping? Did they forget about Sleep? Was somebody sleeping on Pokemon Sleep?
It's literally been a year. It's been a year since the announcement of Sleep. So that's a great point. But I think when it comes to Unite, you made a great point the other day when we kind of brought it up on Lured Up, and you said the fact that this is a mobile game and not just a Switch game kind of gives you the impression that it might be dumbed down a little bit as far as the depth of the game or the size of the game, because in fact it runs on mobile. So I don't know. I don't really know. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to give it a try. This seems like more fun that you can just jump in, have fun quick, and jump out. Where Pokemon Masters, that's a little bit more like I have to sit, I have to kind of like read a little bit,
in-depth story.
Yeah, there's a lot of story, and it's like I just don't have time for all that story. Even though it's like if that's what you're into, that's an awesome game, and it's by no means bad. It's just I can't keep going back and like I'm so far behind with everything. So it's like I log in, all this new info, I had to read it all, and then I play one battle and I'm done, and then I forget about it.
Yeah, you miss the events, and it's there's a lot of I find there's a lot of FOMO with Masters because I miss all the big stuff, and it's like where the heck do I even begin? But with a MOBA and specifically Unite, it's something where outside of the aesthetics, I'd imagine you start from scratch at the beginning of every match, so it's kind of like a level playing field, and it's 5-on-5, cross-platform. We don't have the complete details. It looks like one of the 5 might be able to be a Switch, and the other 4 have to be on phone. I don't know, but I definitely want to give this a try. But I'll link to the trailer in the description. Let us know what you think. Are you excited for this? Will you be able to find a group of 4 other people to create a party and play? I definitely want to give this a shot, and I look forward to partying up with some people and making this happen. I look forward to it.
Gives new meaning to the term battle party. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. All right, Adam, talk about some new TCG stuff, because we have some cool stuff kind of coming over the next couple months.
All right, so last week we discussed, the last episode, we discussed the next expansion, which was Darkness Ablaze. That is still due to be released August 14th. We have some new information on some upcoming releases, and they kind of come from PokeBeach.com, and they kind of break down all the products and stuff. So we'll just kind of like jump into it. We have Galar Challenges Tins. These were releasing August 6th at Walmart.
Right, Walmart exclusive.
Yeah, and I hate when they do stuff like this, but it's basically, yes, these are new tins. Yes. But we are getting reprints of the promos that we just recently got. So Poltergeist V, Kuparaja V, and Toxtricity V.
So these promos were, they had boxes, right? Like that's where we found them. Okay. So same, it's alternate art or
the same art.
Oh.
So it's like hitting the people that didn't get the boxes, they're getting the tins.
It's kind of weird. Like it you know, I guess
it's like
different
new
market.
Product,
it's Walmart.
Old promos.
Interesting. It's $25.
Yeah, it's
Walmart exclusive.
It's kind of what they did with the Galar tins, like the first one. So you had like Inteleon, Cinderace, and what's the third one?
Rillaboom.
Rillaboom. They put those into just a box. Those are at Walmart. So you get the 4 packs. It's basically the tin just in a box, and they take away 1 pack basically.
Yeah.
So then we have the Eternatus VMAX Premium Collection. This is going to be about $40. Those tins I was just talking about before, about $25. You get a promo Eternatus V, a promo Eternatus VMAX, a jumbo Eternatus VMAX, Eternatus Pin, Metallic Coin, and then 6 booster packs.
Yeah, so they got to justify that $40 price point, so they put 6 boosters. And by the way, Eternatus is maybe my favorite new way to say that Pokemon name.
Eternatus.
Because I always say Eternatus, but Eternatus is fantastic because it's like you're putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable. I love it. Well, I'm going to call it that from now on.
I don't know. I'll say it right one minute, and then like the next, it's kind of like how I said Shield and Sword forever. So
I know. But the pin is awesome in this collection. That looks really cool.
Yes.
But 6 boosters, for $40, man, still pricey. Still pricey. I like when these $40 boxes, like, remove the jumbo, give me a little figure. I like that better. But to each their own.
Yeah, I'm like tired of pins. I really am.
What?
I don't know. I've had so many pins like throughout everything. It's just there's so many pins.
That's the best. Get a cork board, put them on a wall, pin it up.
There's not enough space for all of them. Period. How many Pokemon are there? How much space? Like whatever the dimensions are times 800 plus. I don't know. I don't know if that works. But then we have lastly V Power Tins. These are going to be releasing on September 4th. They're going to be about $25 again. But these are featuring Pikachu V, EVV, EV. I just need people to start saying that. EVV, VVVV. And then Eternatus V, which is an alternate art. These all come with 5 boosters. So typical, tins that we've been getting recently. These are all new, except for the Eternatus. I mean, technically it's new until the set comes out.
New art. Yeah, new art though.
Yeah. So I really enjoy when they make like Eevee into a big powerful card. Pikachu, not so much. But
for some reason
they're playable and they're all powerful.
Yeah.
These are all good tins.
But these are good for casual players that may not do the competitive thing. They're recognizable Pokemon. They make great gifts. I'm sure that this is something we probably will see. They come out in September. We got Black Friday in November, so maybe this is this will be something that we see as a good sale or a good gift come Black Friday. But I don't know, for some reason I just always stray away from the tins. But the fact that it's 5 boosters is always solid. So
I don't think that the Pikachu or the Eevee are going to be released in the set. So this means that they are 10 exclusives at the moment. Who knows what the next set will bring, but these right now are 10 exclusives. So I think those 2 will probably sell for hotcakes, even though Eternatus is the one that like the more competitive players will go towards because it's more playable.
Eternatus.
At the moment, it's more playable.
Yeah, we'll have to check it out, but we'll put the link to the Poke Beach, in the description, all the blog posts that they put up for each of these products, and I definitely like the visuals on the Eternatus VMAX card that's in that premium collection. So it does look really cool, and I just want more excuses to say Eternatus.
Well, I mean, he's in here in our discussion, 3 or 4 times, so.
Who is?
Eternatus.
Thank you. Okay. All right, really quick, we won't spend too much time on it, but Pokemon Center did have a pretty significant drop over the past week.
Yeah, there's a lot of new pins. If you're into that sort of thing.
Look, we've got a 31-inch Psyduck plush that's $280, and I need it. This is following up on the Mareep that we saw. I just love these giant plushes. They're very impractical because of their cost, but they're amazing to see because they look absolutely hilarious. And seeing like someone stand next to this life-size Psyduck is just comical. So that's really, really funny. But that's up there. We also see the Flareon and the Eevee and Friends Funko for Flareon, which is really neat. A bunch of plush keychains. And then we have a really awesome line of clothing. We've got new hoodies, jackets, featuring a bunch of different Pokemon like Wooloo, Galarian Ponyta, Corviknight, Yamper, Obstagoon, and more. And there's also a sale going on right now for free shipping over on all orders over $20. So that's good stuff. All right, we got a lot going on with Pokemon Go, and we'll run through this fairly quickly. As always, if you want the complete scoop on Pokemon Go in a little bit more detail, just check out our other show, Lured Up, because that's all we talk about over there is Pokemon Go. But we will go through the latest stuff for July with the timeline leading up to Go Fest, which is at the end of the month, the 25th and 26th. Adam, why don't you break down this blog post for us?
All right, but definitely we do talk about other things when we get off track,
Well, yeah, but Pokemon
I like to keep us off track. All right, so starting back on July 3rd, we will have had the first of 3 weeks worth of timed research challenges, all with overlapping events, bonuses, and Pokemon debuts. Week 1 of the Pokemon Go Fest weekly challenge is based on skill and will feature a 4th anniversary event with the debut of Ducklet.
So cute.
Yeah,
so cute.
I literally opened my game and I'm like, I legitimately could not decide whether to catch the Ducklet or the Flying Pikachu, because the Flying Pikachu was staring me in the face, and I'm like, but I went with the Ducklet because I knew it was a Pokedex entry. But yes, Flying Pikachu also releasing, as well as flying type Pokemon and starters with party hats,
which we've seen before, but
yeah.
This is a good chance to get those shinies.
I actually wasn't sure. I was like, have we seen these before? Looking at my my inbox, I was like, I have a shiny Squirtle with the party hat. Lucky me.
Nice.
It already happened. But also shiny P-Dove was released. We're also going to see the return of Ho-Oh for Special Raid Weekend, which is going on right now. And then week 2 is based on battling and seems to be the most mysterious of the 3 weekly events. We know that Absol and Hitmonlee will be part of it, but we don't know much else, which leads way to like, well, what else are we gonna see? I'm hoping for some cheeky Pokemon to be put in the mix because I like my PvP.
Right, like I don't think it's necessarily going to be fighting type Pokemon, but maybe just Pokemon that do well.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm hoping.
Galarian
for.
Stunfisk increased, or just stuff that's good in PvP. Now we're also making the shift to Master League and Premier League, so maybe it won't be what we're maybe it'll. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. It's gonna be interesting to follow.
We're also gonna have a battle themed event on July 12th, but the details haven't been released yet. So again, all this stuff mysterious.
Very mysterious.
So week 3 is going to be based on friendship and features the debut of Petilil and shiny Bellsprout. I am so hyped for the Bellsprout.
Yeah,
I want that
me
so
too,
bad.
For real.
A summer themed event, the summer themed event will be running, which brings the return of summer style Pikachu.
Yay.
I'm not a huge
I don't
fan
know.
of the Pikachus with hats. Flying Pikachu, they did it justice from the first sprite that I saw, which was him standing, to how he is now and actually floating. Bravo, Niantic. Bravo.
Yeah, he looks awesome. Some of the Go Snapshot stuff is phenomenal. Seeing him just float along. Really, really cute. Really, really fun.
Yes.
But completing each of these weekly time challenges will unlock an elite challenge. We're in the middle of the skill challenge, the week 1 challenge right now. The elite version took a lot of people by surprise. It was catch 100 Pokemon, and it also had a task in there for make 50 excellent throws. So that was like, when people saw that, they were like, what? This is crazy, because the reward isn't great, but it's all about the bragging rights at this point. And completing the elite challenge is what will give you the check mark in your special research tab. So if you want that little completion mark in your special research, make sure you complete the time research and then complete the elite challenge that's associated with it. There's also a global challenge event that's associated with each of these weeks, where if 1 million trainers from each team complete those research lines, additional Pokemon will be added to the encounter pool for the Go Fest weekend. And like we said earlier, for complete details on all this and how it's going to work, just check out Lured Up. We're covering it each week in detail as we get closer to Go Fest, which again is July 25th and 26th. All right, Adam, Twilight Wings. We're 2 episodes away from the finale, and we're starting to see
connections.
Some things come full. Yes.
Connections.
Starting, the dots are starting to connect. So why don't you break down the plot a little bit?
So this episode it's all coming from Pokemon, or the official, YouTube channel. But the episode starts with Alistair just kind of like chilling out in the cemetery, doing nothing.
Being emo.
Yeah, being a loner. Just by themselves. All right. And then we see like Ghastly, Gengar, Haunter. They're kind of like following this little boy. And we find out his name's TImmy. The whole reason he's kind of had come up to Alistair was to get a ticket to see Leon. And we find out that the chairman hasn't responded to the letter that his friend gave him, or gave chairman or whatever. So it's like, oh, connecting the dots. This is awesome.
Yes, TImmy is the boy from episode 1 when we saw the 2 kids in the hospital. It was TImmy and John. John was the one that drew the little picture that TImmy delivered to the chairman, that we've seen in a couple episodes with Oleana having that crayon drawing of Charizard and Leon. And TImmy says to Alistair, like, look, I want this ticket, but it's not for me. It's for my friend John.
Exactly. And like the faces on Gengar, Haunter, and Ghastly just like are priceless. And they're kind of like protecting Alistair, because she's like, he's like, I don't want to talk to you. But I don't know. It continues, and TImmy tells Alistair that he was released from the hospital, and John stopped talking to him because they got upset with each other. He basically was telling him to stop your dreams, like you're never gonna make it as a Pokemon trainer or whatnot. And he feels bad, and he just wants John to be his friend again. And so Alistair kind of like, is thinking, having second thoughts, and encourages TImmy, kind of like pulls him back in. He's like, listen, let's go see him at the hospital. And then they take the Corviknight taxi.
Making its.
But I honestly love the way they did this, because like Alistair and the Haunter, Ghastly, Gengar, they all like team up and like scare the driver.
Yeah, it's great.
So that's probably my favorite part about this whole thing.
Yeah, it's cute.
But they end up scaring the guard and sneaking in to visit into John's room. Well, TImmy does. Alistair kind of like hangs out outside, being a loner. Like that's what they do. And John tells him that he's had a successful procedure. TImmy wasn't expecting that, and he's like, "Wow, that's awesome." Kind of just says that, like, giving him the confidence to become a trainer. He's like, let's be best friends and just be the best trainers together. I don't know. At that point, I'm just like, all right. So he's healed. He's going to be out. They're happy. They're getting it done. So after the conversation of Timmy and John in the hospital, Timmy leaves. Alistair's outside, waiting with Timmy, and basically gives him a reluctant handshake, kind of like, I don't really want to, but like, good job. Like, I see that you did it, They get back in the Corviknight taxi, and then they end up scaring the pilot again and just freaking him out twice or three times, great. I think. It's so funny. He's like, oh, you guys are back. And then turns around and it's like, then there's the Gengar gang. But yeah, it cuts to the final scene where you see Leon going up the tower or whatnot, and he gets to Chairman Rose. Chairman Rose hands him the letter, and he's like, do I really look like this? But also when he's going up, he also is on the phone with, I believe, Sonya. Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure. I was like, it looks like Sonya. She's got the Yamper, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, she's not in her professory clothes. Yeah.
And she's definitely like twirling her finger in her hair, I can't tell if she's fangirling because she's talking to him, but it like shows on her computer that, like he's on the phone. But yeah, I think this episode really pulls everything together.
Yeah, well, just to make sense of it, the letter that Chairman gives to Leon when he says, do I really look like this? It's the original picture. It's the picture that John had drew in episode 1. That's how it all came full circle. So we're starting to see that this, I remember like last episode, we were like, hey, whatever happened to those kids from the hospital? And it's like, now it's starting to make sense, but this is only a 7-episode series. So they're going to have some kind of closure here. I'm sure that Timmy and John will make their way to this battle with Leon to see them. Like, I don't know. I just like that they're finally starting to connect the dots.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like missing things here. Like like the Hop arc, the Nessa arc. Like, I don't know how they're going to make sense and tie it all together, if they're even going to do that. But obviously,
I hope they do. And I think how they could do it is like, as far as like the Nessa line, she could be like a poster on the wall during Leon's big event.
Well, maybe that's who Leon battles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what it'll be.
But also is like a picture on the wall, like she modeled and she's battling Leon type thing.
Right.
Maybe, but it's pure speculation at this point.
I don't know. I like this episode a lot, though. I thought it was cool. I think they did a good job kind of characterizing Alistair, and he really felt like this weird, ghosty kind of standoffish person. So I just like the way they characterized him. I thought that was spot on how I would see a ghost type, trainer acting and behaving.
The way that his
cool.
Pokemon interacted with him as well.
Yes, you see the silliness of Gengar and everything. I did like how they did all that. That was good. All right, I think that's it for the news, Adam. You ready to take a little break and then we'll watch this episode?
Let's do it up.
All right, take a little break and we'll queue up our Amazon Prime Video. We'll be back right after this. And we're back from our break. Thank you guys so much for that. Appreciate it very much. Little housekeeping to get through before we watch our episode. This podcast is powered by Patreon. Please check ours out over at patreon.com/PokemonProfessor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. And that $1 will get you access to our Patreon-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And if Patreon isn't your thing, there's still a couple other ways you can help us out. If you're listening on YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. If you're listening via a podcast service like Apple Podcasts, you can take a moment to leave us a review. Also, our merch store is live, PokemonProfessor.com/merch. You can pick up some cool, gotta watch them all, swag. All right, we got Pokemon the Series episode 100, Bound for Trouble. This is coming from, this info coming from Bulbapedia.net. The original air date of this episode in Japan was July 15th, 1999, as episode 104. And in the U.S., it aired September 15th, 2000. And it's currently episode 100 in the Amazon Prime lineup. If you're keeping score, it's the Adventures in the Orange Islands, episode 48. But Adam, if you are good to go, we can get this started. And like we mentioned last episode, we're going to start our episode, but we're going to jump past the intro song and just get into the episode just because of copyright and all that good stuff. But Adam, you good to go?
Good to go.
All right, let's start this in 3, 2, 1, go.
After earning his
Alrighty then, we got some battle music and an island. Go figure.
Reputation for super-sized Pokemon.
They didn't even put
It
Lapras
says
in
on
here.
the map that this island's supposed to be
Well, they're
full of
already on
Pidgeot
land,
and
that's
Rhydon.
why.
Cool.
Look at Pikachu.
And they're bigger than usual.
She's like, is there treasure here?
Well, there are lots of fruit trees around here, so there must
You see
be
how
lots
like
to
the
eat.
map,
I
it was
hope
cool. The
so.
map shows like what Pokemon are on each island. Like that's how the whole map was working.
Yes.
Here's Rhydon Island. Here's Pidgeot Island.
I love how they animated this.
Yeah.
They just run around the video.
It's just a little bit suspicious that a basket filled with fruit just happens to be sitting in the middle of the
Yo, why
road
does
waiting for us to
Misty
come
always
along
have the
and
voice
eat
of
it?
reason? Why
Maybe
is she
somebody
so
who doesn't
smart?
like fruit left it, right, Pikachu?
At least Pikachu understands.
This has to be some
Well,
kind
they're
of
just
trap.
It
Ash
does
is
kinda
just
seem like
always
some
thinking with
trick
his
Team
stomach.
Rocket would try to play.
Look, there's plenty of fruit right there. Huh?
Oh, nice one, Misty.
That looks safe
Yeah,
enough.
just go pick it off the
Guess
tree.
you're right.
Ah ha ha ha! Fool you.
This has got to be the most brilliant plans I have ever seen.
Well, do you think there was actually a hole next to the basket as well?
This is as
Knowing
hard as a
Team
rock.
Rocket, yes. And then they just banked, like, they were like, ah, look at this.
Tricks, this is my favorite.
To protect the world from devastation.
To unite all peoples with
I love how they come out of the tree and they have
Love.
shovels.
Yeah, no, that's my son was saying the same thing.
James,
He's like, I really like that they have shovels.
surrender now or prepare to
What
fight.
what a ridiculous animation that was of their motto, like them like running through the space, like
Yes,
so
but
dumb, so
it
good.
was very well done. I do like it.
Knew you'd suspect we left that basket in the road, so we cleverly used reverse psychology and dug our little hole right near the apple tree.
You see how smart Team Rocket is, and the fruit in the basket was actually real.
Like I wanted to instead of listening to you. Forget about the fruit.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
tell her, Ash.
Get out of here.
She's so angry.
Go, Arbok.
Go, Weezy.
I like how Team Rocket doesn't waste any time. They're just like, all right,
Pikachu.
No,
let's
they,
take care of
I
this,
mean, as soon
battle in
as
the-
they fell in the hole, it's been go, go, go.
This may come as a big shock to you, Pikachu, but these
What?
patent-pending devices protect us
They're
from your
patent
electric
pending,
attacks,
okay?
So you might as well save your energy, you little
that means
brat.
they're special.
Yeah, they stop electricity altogether. Can't get through it.
Ow, ow,
Pikachu
ow!
just let that happen.
Poor Pikachu. Pikachu gets banged up this battle, man. That's not cool.
Never had a problem in like over 100 episodes. Oh no, 100 episodes in. Never had a problem in Team Rocket.
Together and you can't get away
One
with
poison sting.
that.
So, like, Meowth's great idea to, like, tie himself to Pikachu.
Pikachu.
It's like, all right, the balloon's moving at like 1 billion miles an hour.
Pikachu. I'm
Well, they saw Ash was running.
We finally got ya.
Look at that.
With this,
They
you
got-
don't get
These
shot.
little gloves are
And
so
with
cool.
this, you don't get
I
away.
know.
You two are stuck together.
From now on, wherever Meowth goes, Pikachu goes.
Did you ever watch the Volcanion movie?
I have not seen that one yet.
Pikachu straight to the
Okay.
ball.
There's a similar trope where Ash is tied to Volcanion. Oh, it's so awesome. That looks so cool the way they animated that.
And like Pidgeot just came straight out of the sky and just swooped in, grabbed him like the little tiny mice.
Giant Pidgeot.
It's like Gigantamax Pidgeot.
I bet this thing is taking taking us back to its nest for a tasty little lunch, and I don't mean as gas. Can't you do something, Pikachu?
Look, the Pikachu almost looks like flying Pikachu, like with the balloons.
Yes.
With the little ring around it.
Well, it looks like it was attached to Ho-Oh at that exact moment. This is fun. The Pikachu and the Meowth keep spinning each other back and forth. Like, who's gonna break whose fall? And
Like
cats
that-
always
that
land on their
rope
feet,
that's-
right?
Well, or their face.
Pikachu is so happy there.
Is the way we're gonna go.
What is that rope made of?
Teflon.
You want me to unlock this thing?
Tungsten? I don't know.
Unfortunately for you, Jessie is the only one who has the key.
It's great though because Pikachu could just have non-stop shocking of Meowth.
Maybe we'll get lucky.
Yeah,
Meowth will be able to figure
I
out a
wish
way to
they
bring Pikachu
would have
back
called
to
this a
us.
different
Do you really
name.
think Meowth is capable of doing that?
No way.
We're
Why,
going
they
to
are,
have to
but
find Meowth and
bound
Pikachu
for what though?
ourselves. Wherever
Well,
Meowth
just
is.
could have just said like
Pikachu is sure to
Pikachu's
follow.
way or the highway.
What did you do with Pikachu? Have a shot.
Yo, Bulbasaur looks ready to go.
So didn't Staryu. Staryu was like,
I know, right?
Like his top fin thing was like wiggling.
So a giant Pidgeot grabbed Pikachu and Meowth while they were both still locked together?
You got it.
Pidgeot, huh?
We'd love to stay and chat, but we've got Pokemon to find.
So
Look for them if you
They were
like,
like,
but
we're
don't
social
get your hopes
distancing. We're
up.
keeping 6 feet apart. See you later.
yeah, peace.
I'm
So
sure
long.
we'll spot them first from up here.
Oh, we can't
I kind of
let
wish
them win, Ash.
the
If we all work
the balloons
together, we
coming
should find
to
Pikachu first.
But we don't
to
even know where to start
Pokemon
to look.
Leave that to
Pokemon
me.
Go were the Meowth balloon. Like it
I
would be
hope
cool in
so.
all the images if they showed the well, they showed the regular Team Rocket balloon in all the images, not the Meowth balloon.
Yeah, but they could always add it. And I like how Meryl can just hear anything.
Yeah, supersonic ears.
It looks like there's a giant
Where's his
Pidgeot's
Venonat
nest
for
up
his
there, Ash.
like sonar radar?
See? Ash, maybe it's too dangerous. Maybe it is, but I gotta find
Yo,
Pikachu
Misty,
no matter
like
what.
I love when Ash doesn't listen to Misty because you just know that she's gonna have like an "I told you so" moment.
What are you trying to do? Kill me? I had about enough of you now.
Shock him, Pikachu. Shock him.
Okay, okay. We'll try it your
See,
way.
Meowth's starting to learn now. He knows he's got to like keep it cool or else he's getting shocked.
Okay, you decide.
See,
I'll go
this
wherever
episode
It's great.
really makes me like wish Meowth was on the twerp's side.
you have to do is come around to
Right?
this side.
Meowth is a great character, man. They've developed him so
Don't get
much.
excited.
Like,
Come around to your side.
you I mean, I guess Team Rocket in general, like you care about them, and they spend a lot of time developing all these characters.
I know. I'll pull a fast one on Pikachu. I'll act like I'm being nice.
Oh, Meowth has a plan.
Shocker. No pun intended.
Good boy, too.
Man, I love Giovanni's RNG suit. That's the best.
Pikachu, you're the
You hear me
boss,
goes,
buddy.
"Ah,
And
yee."
just to prove to you that I want us to be Pokemon pals, I'm gonna lead you right back to those twerpy little friends of yours, okay? Come on, my Pikamigo.
Pikamigo.
Peek
That would have been
Amigo,
even
so
a
good.
better name for the episode. Pikamigo.
Yeah. Pikachu didn't like that name though because he just
Something wrong,
lit up
Pikachu?
Meowth. It's like, take this thing off me.
Oh, so you saw through my plan, did ya?
See, I
guess I'll
love
have to do
Pikachu in this
better next
episode. It
time.
really like put a smile on my face to see Pikachu in this different way.
Well, it's he's in a very desperate scenario, so
Pidgeot, if you took my Pikachu, I want it back.
you should be scared right now, Ashback.
Yeah, he just like, and when we looked at it, it was straight up, but when he fell down, it was on a hill.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Was Pikachu there?
No, the nest was empty.
Was
Ash, where
Pikachu
you
there?
going?
To find
Misty, do you
Pikachu.
see him in my arms? Are you blind?
This must be hard.
He was blind as a
I know how
Zubat.
much Ash and Pikachu care about each other.
Pikachu's the first Pokemon Ash ever had, and if I know Ash, he'll keep looking till
Look
he
how
finds
concerned
Pikachu,
Togepi
even
looks.
If it takes forever.
The one time it's not
I would do
happy.
the same for Togepi.
I know.
Pikachu!
Hey, you, Pikachu.
Ash, you should be using your flying type Pokemon to like. It's Pikachu. To get a view like you usually do.
I had said when that came up, I was like, oh, it's Charmander. My son's like, no, it's Charizard. I was like, you got me, bud. You got me.
What are we stopping here for? What? What is it? Tell me. You
How
say
cute
you
he
can
looks, oh my
smell
God.
Pokemon? Yeah, well, I don't smell anything.
I think Pikachu just crop dusted me
I
off.
don't have a nose. Huh.
Yes, it looks so good. So if you remember back to the top of the episode, we saw the island. When I was saying like it shows you the Pokemon, there was a Rhydon and a Pidgeot like on the island they were on.
And there's only one.
Yeah, it's just one.
Thanks, pal. That was a close call. Run for it!
Meowth has to know some attacks. Like use Fury swipes or something, man. Come on.
Use Payday.
He fake knows Payday.
Still, he needs all the experience he can get. Man, this Rhydon is not letting up.
I can't run very much longer. But if that thing catches up with us,
Use some attacks, man. Oh, now, yeah, you ran into a dead end. Good job, guys.
what do you mean we're gonna battle Rhydon? We can't win!
At least Meowth's a realist. He's like, we can't win.
Oh, but Pikachu's standing up, man. Pikachu's like, we gotta try at least.
Attacks won't work against it. Its skin doesn't conduct electricity. If I get
Pikachu's so he is great in this episode, man. It's tough.
Okay, here goes.
Use quick attack.
I'll try a tickle attack.
Ooh, Meowth learned Tickle Attack.
Dude, I like when I saw that, I was like, oh come on.
Can we please have a Tickle Attack on a Meowth card in the future, Pokemon?
Yes.
Please?
Like an ability.
Yeah, Tickle Attack. Your opponent's Pokemon opens their mouth.
We did it.
It's like a special condition, like laughing.
Oh gosh, can we have that, please? You just flip
How's it
3
going, Meryl?
coins,
Have you had any luck hearing Pikachu's voice yet?
and there's just no reason for it. You just flip 3 coins.
Hey, these look like Pikachu's footprints.
And look at
Man,
those.
I'll tell you what, for relying on Meryl's ears, he's not doing too great a job.
Pikachu and Meowth must have run to the edge.
It's like you should have heard them
Look for these
screaming.
prints. Rhydon was chasing them.
Pikachu wouldn't stand a chance if something that big used his tackle attack.
Oh, way to make Ash feel great, Misty.
What are you doing?
Please just be alright, Pikachu.
Yo,
Man,
Ash is the man.
Those sneakers, they've seen some days, you know?
Any sign of Meowth and Pikachu yet?
Nothing.
Just
Well,
watching
they couldn't
Ash
have
slide
gone
down
very
that hill
far
was
on
like,
Meowth's brain.
Yeah.
I just thought about the sneakers and the condition that they're probably in.
It's a cartoon, man. You gotta let that stuff go.
I
dude.
can never let it go.
It's like when they need to use like where do they go to the bathroom? You just can't think about it. Look how cute.
Oh, and now they're going after an apple. Oh, and Pikachu coming in clutch again. Haha.
He's like, nope, so sorry.
Pinpoint accuracy with his Thunderbolt.
You outsmarted me, buddy. You win.
Now we start to see the real heart of Pikachu.
Yeah, and the strength too, because it just split an apple in half with no effort. 0 effort. He just pulled it apart.
Listen to the music. The music like shifts like this acoustic guitar. See, Pokemon can be friends.
To a lot of trouble. trouble in the past. But then again, it was always following that little twipe's orders.
Quite the
This
montage
Pikachu
here.
might not really be such a bad Pokemon after all.
Well, I like that Meowth really was thinking how, maybe Pikachu's not awful.
You know, Pikachu,
Yeah,
if
even
we
though he
let him
shocked
get
me
different
100
circumstances,
times.
we might turn out to be friends.
Every episode to
Maybe
date.
you could leave that kid and join up with Team Rocket, and we could be partners and work together. Because I think we'd make a great team, don't you?
He's like, say what?
Aww.
Aw.
Pikachu's sleeping on Meowth's lap. Aw.
Well, I can dream, can't I?
The music, dude. The music is great. He looks so cute, though.
Yeah.
Meowth looks so derpy.
I love this development of Pikachu and Meowth, though. It's a feel-good moment.
Good sleep. Oh,
Nope. They wake up just in time.
They wake up, yeah, they wake up right into like a frenzy. It's great. No,
there's
no,
a Rhydon
no.
right ahead of us, and a Pidgeot right behind.
They're both hungry Pokemon, and they want to eat you.
Pikachu!
Yo, check out Ash's anime jump.
Pikachu!
Hooray!
His hat's backwards.
Yes, we get to see the laxative.
Snorlax, don't let Rhydon get Pikachu!
This is awesome because it's like you see the size of Snorlax and they're just kind of like, hand-to-hand wrestling with the Rhydon. It's so cool. Boom.
Well, I like how Arbok's all of a sudden a flying type.
Use your Mega Punch now!
Bam! So awesome, dude. Look at that animation.
Man, Arbok
Oh.
bites Pidgeot's neck so hard. Like,
Bye-bye.
Yeah, you got that off, actually.
Great
Yeah.
job, Snorlax.
Man, we only saw Snorlax for like 30 seconds.
Thanks a lot for coming to find me. For a while there, I thought you didn't care about me.
well, I think
Where's
if
the
Ash let him
key?
out
That Pikachu and you were just
for any
one
longer,
large
he would
mouth.
end up walking
Sorry to
away
burst your
and
bubble.
eating
The
everything.
painful truth.
Eating the fruit.
Hey, wait, stop! Help.
Pikachu!
Oh, yay.
I like that it's a
feel-good
happy
moments
moment on one
continue.
end, and then they cut, and it's
Yep.
a happy moment on the other.
You're finally back together.
Yeah.
But they still got the thing.
Yes, I know, but
Don't let go.
before that, before they
Jesse,
realized
you
that,
have the key.
Out! Let go of me!
You can pull as hard as you want to, but as long as I have this key, those two are sticking together.
Shotgun Pikachu.
look at Ash's like quick thinking. He's like, Psh. Hits James
The
in the
fact that
face
he
with the
bounces
Pokeball.
the ball off of James' head is the best.
Go, Pikachu!
Yo, Pikachu had some serious electric stored in this episode. He's letting out a lot of electricity.
A lot of static electricity between Meowth's fur and walking on the ground.
This is a disaster.
Okay, Bulbasaur.
Versus Ash's shoulder, you know.
Yeah, yeah. It's so great.
I got it!
That was a pretty awesome sequence, actually, right there.
Yeah.
You're finally free, Pikachu! So are you, Meowth.
Anchors away!
So long,
Got one more
suckers.
surprise tucked away in our basket.
Oh no, they have a bazooka.
A giant cannon. Yes, look, the 31-inch, $280 plush.
Rocket flying with a confusion attack.
Right there on the screen.
Using confusion on the cannon.
Get ready to fire.
I love that James just comes in with this little like target, but it's just like a magnifying glass.
Here we go!
And
Poor
Togepi comes in clutch.
Togepi. Dude, Togepi never gets any credit. Like, what move was that?
Did Psyduck do
That was a
Psyduck
metronome?
sure
I
didn't
don't know.
look like he was using an attack. Thank.
Was it Togepi?
Yes, it was
Yeah,
Togepi.
clearly it was Togepi because of how
Give it
excited
some
he is.
credit. Oh my god.
I'm so glad you're back.
Now we've got some piano music going on.
It's great to
Strings.
see us two back together again, isn't it, Tracy?
Yeah.
That's a great shot.
And
Thumbnail.
so, Ash and Pikachu are reunited. They say
Aww.
absence makes the heart grow fonder. Looking at these two, I'd say it's true.
They say.
I am simply famished.
Not me. I'm just.
There's an
hungry.
apple right there.
Hey, look up there.
An apple.
I got music just cuts.
Paws off.
See, I love this because then you get to see how like rough Meowth actually has it.
Share this apple.
Yep.
I'll go first.
After like having this wonderful time with Pikachu.
Maybe
Yeah.
they never should have found me. Ow. Man, I'm starting to kind of miss Pikachu.
See, he has a
Yep,
heart.
See, there you go.
Pikachu's jukebox.
All right, so what'd you think?
I loved it. I mean,
good
aside
one.
aside from the big Pokemon like gimmick,
Yeah,
It was an
we don't
awesome
really, They
episode.
don't really touch on that.
yeah,
Like, why are they so big? Why are there Gigantamax Pokemon on this island?
it's near the Galar region
No, I mean,
in the Orange Islands.
you know, I think I'm starting to come to terms with the fact that once we do have a gym battle or something like that, there's going to be a couple episodes in between before we get back on track with the Orange League. So, we had our battle last week. Now we're back on to some oddball episodes, which I guess is okay. But this was a good one. I love the development of Ash and Meowth, of Pikachu and Meowth, and some of the animation styles during the battles were just really, really cool. So I gotta say, I liked it.
Yeah,
All right,
it was a
Adam,
fantastic.
You don't have a
episode.
booster, right?
What was that?
You don't have
I
a booster?
do not. I
All right.
went grocery shopping and did not go down that aisle.
All right. Well, I got two.
Okay,
I have
so
two
you'll open
Guardians
one for
Rising
me.
boosters. I'm gonna open one for you. I got two Guardians Rising boosters. The first one has a green code card, so we're off to a terrible start already. All right, here we go.
Excellent.
Lampent, Clefable, Marini. What is this? Yeah, Marini. Alolan Geodude, Mudbray, Sandshrew, Cottony, Bellsprout. My reverse is an Oricorio, and the rare is a non-hollow Gothitelle. All right.
All right.
So good thing I have two. Good thing I have two packs, because that pack was lame.
That
number
you
two.
probably would have thrown it out the window or tried to play some basketball with it.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad stuff. If I can open this pack out, I'd be happier. All right. See what we got in Guardians Rising pack numero 2. It is also a green code card. Come on, man.
All right, going in strong.
We got Multi-Switch, Watchog, Glalie, Salandit, Nosepass, Taillow, Rockruff, Goomy. My reverse is a Brooklet Hill. Are you kidding me? My rare is a non-hollow Gothitelle. Come on.
Wow.
The same. What? That is an incredible letdown.
That's a letdown.
All right. Well, that's just the way it goes, I guess. The fun of packs of card RNG. Jeez. But Adam, that's going to do it. That's a show. Thank you everyone so much for checking out the show this week. You can email us, info@gottawatchemall.com. You can leave us a text, voicemail, or a picture, 732-835-8639. Make sure you check out gottawatchemall.com and connect with us on social media to stay up to date with all the latest, and PokemonProfessor.com for everything that's going on at the network. Adam, that's it. I think that's it. Is that it?
Yeah, I think so. Later, everyone.
All right, everyone, remember, if you can't be out there catching them all, just hang out with us and watch them all. We'll see you next week.